Here we have our tier list. We have all 100 games that we've platinumed. Let's go through this. Let's just talk about it. I'm just going to talk about what I liked, what I didn't like. I'm going to do this ranking maybe a bit differently because there are some objectively good games on here. There are some games that I really, really liked that on a normal tier list, I would probably pop them up in S tier because I just like them so much. However, I am judging this on the platinum journey. So that's going to include things like difficulty, like tediousness. Let me pull an example out of here. I don't know. Do you know what? We'll actually start. It's the second game on the list very quickly. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2. So I did a video on this one. Brilliant game. I absolutely love the game. If it was just based on the game, I'd pop it up in S tier. However, the platinum journey is a nightmare. That is an 8 out of 10 difficulty. That took me like 7 months to get the platinum for because I gave up like twice. But it did result in a very good video. So that's where it gets a bit interesting. Because if it's like, oh, how's just the platinum journey? It'd probably go in like C because it's difficult. But then I have to rank it on my enjoyment of the game. If it's a video, how well I like the video. You guys get the hint. For this actually, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, it's going in A. I really, really love this game. It's so much fun. I have been playing 3+4. Spoiler alert for hopefully a video next year. That has a lot of grinding in it as well. So I have been taking another break from the game. But there we go. That's going to go in A tier for the time being. It is a lot of fun. It's just those really hard get-thers at the end that really, really knock it down a tiny bit from S tier for me. Right, next up on our list, we have got Lego City Undercover. This was a weird video to make because I thought I was going to really enjoy it. And I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I was going to. Because the collectibles at the end were horrific. Lego games have collectibles. Everyone knows that. It's part of the experience. And I don't mind collectible grinding. Like, you just put some music on. You just sometimes follow a guide. And it's all fine. The issue with this one is the collectibles don't appear on the map. And that's a huge problem. If you've ever played a Lego game, like, the collectibles being on the map is such a big deal. Like, it helps you out so much. It makes life so much easier for you. However, Lego City Undercover doesn't do that. And the gameplay in, like, the hub world just doesn't justify how much of a grind that is. If it was like really fun, you know, like Spider-Man when you're getting the collectibles, like you can just swing around the city and that's great. This doesn't have it. So Lego City Undercover, it's not F tier. Oh, is it? It might sit in C because the game's okay and the platinum's like okay. It's just the grinding that like really like drags it down for me. And I feel like there are worse. We can always adjust this, though, at a later time. Life is Strange. This is the original game. I love this game. This game is incredibly good. If you've not played Life is Strange, I would seriously recommend it. Like, it's an absolute banger of a game. Honestly, unbelievable. In terms of a platinum journey, it's pretty run-of-the-mill. Like, you just have to do photo collectibles. It's not too hard to miss them. If you're looking at a guide, you should do this really, really easily. I didn't clean up that many trophies in my video, I think, for the channel, because I'd done them all, like, years before, and this was back before I realised I could just restart and play the entire game again to get a full video, but I think this is going to go C. I think this is just really standard, and I'm going to move Lego City down to D tier, just because of those collectibles. I'm now remembering how much I hated it. Destroy All Humans 2. Again, this is part of another double video where I played Destroy Humans 1 and 2, the remastered edition. Not too much difference between both games, and both platinum journeys are pretty standard as well. Like, I really don't think there's anything particularly great or particularly bad about either of them. For me personally, this is a pretty easy decision. This is just going to sit in B tier. Like, it's perfectly fine. And I'm okay with that. A bit better than Life is Strange. There's a bit more to do. The story's a bit mid, but I think that's fine. I think it's a perfectly fine platinum experience. I'm alright with that. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Okay, I'm going to talk about this one. This game sucks. It's so bad. I tried so hard to salvage a video out of this. It's not a good game. And I really thought it was just going to be like a fun little SpongeBob thing. It wasn't. It was, frankly, it was shit. Does it go F? I think it might go F. I feel like I'm just filling up the entire leaderboard right now. Like, just getting one in each. But it was really bad. Yeah, it's just going to go in F tier. It was a really, really terrible game. Doki Doki, right? Great game. Really enjoyed it. It was my second time ever playing it. And the first time I only ever did like the first week or whatever it is. I didn't realize there was like a second week, so I never continued. I just got to the bit where Monica game ended herself, and then... Was it Monica? Oh, where Sayori game ended herself, sorry. In terms of an actual game and like story, it's probably an A tier for me. The platinum is probably a bit lower, because there's just a lot of grinding and like skipping text, so it's not the most exciting in the world. I'm going to pop it in B tier. I think that's actually quite a good rating for it, honestly. It was a pretty fun game. It was the kickoff as well of like my Halloween games on the channel, which is pretty sick. And I know for a fact there's another Halloween game coming up in a bit. Yeah, I think that's quite reasonable. I think that's quite reasonable. I'm okay with that. This one's fun as well. Okay, next up, we got Lego Incredibles. This is the first game, I think, in this video that isn't on my Platinum channel. I Platinumed this several years ago. It's a pretty standard Lego game by all accounts, and I don't think it was that bad. Like, it wasn't the greatest of all time, but it was pretty enjoyable. I remember the free roam not being super great, but it was still good. Like, it was still good. I'm not going to put it in B tier, I think, because the open world kind of lets it down, and I know there are Lego games coming up, which I'm going to be ranking much higher. So I think popping it in C tier is perfectly okay for now. I think we're going to get a lot of B's and C's on here. My Platinum collection is a bit scuffed, I can't lie. Okay, what do we have next? We have Sniper Elite 5. Again, another pretty important game when it comes to the channel. This was one of the first sort of videos that did very well for me. And the first kind of sequel video I did to like a game. Because at that point, I was just platinuming whatever I felt like. And it was the first time when Sniper Elite 4 did very well. It was the first time I was like, oh, sick. Like, people really like this series. So we're just going to play the next one. You know what I mean? And I had a really good time on it. And obviously, we're still technically doing Sniper Elite games. In terms of, like, an actual game, it's really good. Again, a really, really good game. The Platinum is enjoyable. It was a bit tough, I think, when it came to authentic difficulty on this one, but I really like the inclusion of the online trophies, and I never thought I'd say that, but the invasion like aspect of the game is super cool. So I'm gonna pop that in A tier. Sniper Elite is going up there with Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Pretty sick. Life is Strange 2 Before the Storm. I don't need to talk too much about this one, to be honest. It's kind of very similar to the first game in terms of like the actual sort of platinum journey. You just get like the additional like photos or whatever it is, the collectibles, complete the story, and that's fine. I actually think it's a much worse game than the first one though. Not quite F tier, I'm going to pop it in D for now. Oh, here we go, Nexomon Extinction. I kind of wish we had the first Nexomon game, but I'm okay with doing Extinction now. This is so funny. So I don't like talking about like video performances because, I don't know, I think it's a bit of a weird thing to do, but the first Nexomon game for the channel did incredibly well. It might still be my highest viewed video, or it's certainly up there. The second one didn't do as well at all, despite everyone telling me in the comments of the first one that it's like a way better game. Spoiler alert, it is a way better game. It is so fun. And you know what? As I'm saying this now, I really need to delve back into the monster taming genre because I miss doing that. And I haven't got the new Pokemon game, so my itch has not been scratched. I don't know if this is going to be a bit of a weird, controversial one. This is going straight into S tier. The Platinum is so good, the game is so good, the content is unbelievable. There's like additional DLC stuff that they just chuck in for free. It's an absolutely fantastic game. If you want to get into the monster taming genre and you don't have a Switch, I would highly recommend Nexomon Extinction. It's a fantastic game. Minecraft Story Mode. This is, again, not a particularly interesting one. I kind of went through a phase in maybe like 2018, where I was just platinuming anything I could And you will see that with some of these games coming up later on. And I just played Minecraft Story Mode because I was like, oh, this is like a really easy platinum to do. Like, you don't have to do anything. That's true, by the way. It is literally like a Telltale game. You just select... I think it is a Telltale game. But you just make decisions and you'll get trophies regardless. The story for Minecraft Story Mode is pretty good. It's a pretty enjoyable experience. I believe I popped the platinum before they released the final chapter. So I'm not sure if I've ever actually completed it, which is a bit sad. So, that being said, I can't, just because of how easy the platinum is, I feel like I can't put it higher than C. But it is it's a good game. Okay, another Minecraft game straight away. Minecraft Dungeons. Okay, this is actually a more recent video as well. It's a good game. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would, and the platinum isn't particularly difficult. It's more just there aren't that many levels, so you have to kind of keep replaying the same ones over and over again in order to like grind up your power level. It's alright. I don't know if I enjoyed it as much as I... Like, sometimes with these games, I finish making a video on a certain game, and I really loved it. I'll look back, I'll be like, that was so much fun, like, best time ever. And then as time goes by, weirdly, I don't actually look at it with any like fondness. I'm just kind of like, yeah, the game was okay. I'm still kind of at a point with this where I was like, well, I did enjoy myself and the platinum wasn't too bad. It still had a bit of variety and I got to like see as much of the game as possible. So for that, I am going to stick Minecraft Dungeons in B tier. Marvel Spider-Man. This is the original one. The platinum is super easy. You have to complete the entire game. I believe you then do all like the side missions and the collectibles. And then you play it again on New Game Plus. It's fun. It's such a good game. It might be potentially the best PS4 game I have ever played. It is an outrageously good game. It is so much fun. And just swinging around the city as Spider-Man makes your life so easy. And it's just enjoyable. Doing all the tedious things are enjoyable in this game because of the movement. So... it's going in S tier. Like, it's just a top tier game. Like, I cannot think of maybe a game better than this. Maybe something on this list is going to surprise me, but I really doubt it, because, yeah, there are just some bangers in here. I want to play another Spider-Man game. When's the next Spider-Man game? Can I Google it? Ooh, Marvel Spider-Man 3 expected in 2028. That's like 2 years away. Fuck. So, Dredge. A really fun game. If you don't know what Dredge is, it's like a sort of... Is it Eldritchian? Eldritchian? I can't pronounce it. Eldritchian? Eldritchian? It's like Eldritch Horror. I don't know. It's like Cthulhu and all that sort of stuff. It's like a horror game where you're fishing and you make money and you upgrade your boat and you do some quests. And the story is okay. I wouldn't say it's anything special, but the atmosphere of the game itself is unbelievably good. The platinum journey is really varied. It's really enjoyable. There are a couple of like toughish trophies, but again, nothing too crazy. I love this. I really did. It was one of those games that as soon as I finished it, I was like, I want to keep playing. And the DLC wasn't out at the time, but I've been kind of tempted if I ever do one of those 100% sort of things that everyone's doing. I might pick up the DLC for this game. It's going in A tier though. It's a brilliant game. Game of Thrones. Telltale Games. Again, these ones are a little bit weird because I feel you can't judge them as much on the platinum journey because again, the platinum is a gimme. You're guaranteed to get it as long as you reach the end of the story. The decisions you make in the story do not have any bearing on the trophies you get. You will get the trophy regardless of what decision you make. Which I love, by the way. Because I've been playing WWE games, there'll be some coming up. When you play My Rise, which is the story mode, if you make one decision, you are locked out of a trophy. So you either have to make cloud saves or you have to play it twice. And that's one of the things that Telltale Games don't do, which I love. I really love. The Game of Thrones story it's alright. I don't actually remember too much of it. It must have been like a really long time ago that I played this. But because it's quite simple, I'm just going to pop it in D tier. It doesn't necessarily mean it's like a terrible game. I mean, this list, they aren't really bad games. They're just kind of dull. And I think I'm okay with doing it in there. Fuck, I gotta talk about Lego Jurassic Park now. This one is a video on the channel. It was meant to be like a members only video, but then I had no members. So the video sat there for like 4 months, and I was like, what's the point? I've just got this video sat here that nobody has ever seen. Fun fact about this, I recorded 2/3 of the platinum experience for this game. I then contracted norovirus. If you don't know what that is, it's like the flu, but worse. I was incredibly ill for like 6 days in a row. Like, unbelievably ill. Like, I was just waking up, being sick, the other end, going back to sleep again. At one point, I was on the sofa downstairs. The dogs were like lying down near me. I closed my eyes at like 10 a.m. for a power nap. I woke up. It was 3 hours later. The dogs had been put away in their cage. Nobody else had come home. And I was in the shower. I was just sat in the shower. And I have no memory of the 3 hours before that. It was a terrible time. Why is this related to LEGO Jurassic World? Well, unfortunately for me, I have a stupid brain association now between having the worst illness of my life and LEGO Jurassic World. Because I then, when I got better, had to come back and try and put on a smile and record the rest of the video. And, it's not a bad game either. It's a really enjoyable LEGO game. I think this one covers, I think it's 4 films? So it doesn't cover, what is it, like Dominion and whatever the last one is. I don't know. They've not been very good, unfortunately. But the game's okay. It's nothing special. But because of the negative associations, I am putting it in D tier. I forgot about the norovirus. This is what I like about this video as well, is every time a game comes up, it's like triggering memories for me. And it's pretty fun. Here we go. Next up, Life is Strange 2. I've pretty much covered how I feel about Life is Strange. This one was better than the sequel. It's probably on the same level as the first game. Pretty enjoyable. We'll stick it there. FIFA 23. This was the first video I uploaded to YouTube. I wanted to have like a little intro to my channel. And I just thought, well, FIFA 23, I've got like 5 trophies left or whatever it was. Let me just grab those and record it for the video. It's an alright platinum. The FIFA ones are never that exciting. But it has a bit of history behind it, so I guess it holds like a little place in my heart. So I am going to pop it in C tier as well. It's not good enough to get anywhere near the sort of top sections, but we'll take it. WWE 2K22. I don't think that much happened. I'm going to be so real with you. I don't think this is anything special. And annoyingly, like probably quite a few games, it is going to sit in C tier. However, Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Oh my god. This one is reasonably recent, right? Is it? Or was it done at the beginning of this last year? Either way, I love this game. It's like my second favourite Call of Duty of all time. Certainly in my top 5 probably favourite games I've ever played. Only because of all the nostalgia and memories attached to it. It felt so good going back earlier this year and getting that platinum. It was a lot of fun. It was pretty difficult in places as well. It's going to rank kind of highly because I am going to value all the sentiment that I have attached to the game. In terms of a platinum experience, it does take you across each game mode. You do need a second player, which is a little bit tough. I think Bean's helping me with this one. While it is tricky, it's still a load of fun. And it's a really good nostalgia boost. And I realized midway through I could plug my PS5 controller in, which made it so much easier. I don't know where to put this. It's an A or B. I think it might be A tier. I'm going to put it in A for now. And if I feel like later on in the video, like I want to change my opinion, then I'll do that. Stray is next. Oh, this was a pretty fun one. Really enjoyable. You play as a cat. It's a very early one on the channel. Reminds me of Geo. Rest in peace. He died earlier this year. Platinum's super fun. The speed run's a bit of a pain in the ass, if I remember correctly. Stressed me out, but I did manage to do it first try. Overall, really good game. That's going to pop in the B tier. South Park Stick of Truth. In terms of an actual game, it would probably be way up here. The platinum sucks balls. To steal a phrase from South Park, there are so many things you have to do to make sure you get all the trophies in the end. There are so many missable trophies. If you like miss one thing at the end, you have to replay it the entire game again. Incredibly annoying. That's what bumps it down from a game which I would probably like comfortably put in one of these two tiers to something that's probably a bit lower down. Maybe it's B, just because the gameplay sort of saves it and it's such an iconic one. And I did have a lot of fun. I think it's going in C. I'm very sorry, South Park fans. There is another South Park game coming up that I do like, so you'll have that at some point. Far Cry New Dawn. This one is kind of an unexpected banger for me. I thought this was going to be terrible. So this game is meant to be DLC for Far Cry 5. They just kind of went, fuck it, we'll make loads of money and we'll just release it as a new game. It does feel like DLC, but at the same time, it's a pretty good game. The villains aren't memorable at all. The story's a bit but the actual world and all the things going on in it really save this one. It's not going to go anywhere up here. The multiplayer trophies do let it down a tiny bit. It's a bit grindy. It's going to sit in C tier. Like, so many of these games, unfortunately, they're going to sit in that sort of boring C tier. Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. What a fucking incredible game, man. It's such a cool game. This covers, I believe, 9 films? The original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, and then like the ones that came out like the 2010s. There are so many characters, there are so many worlds. The platinum is super fun. It is an incredibly tough grind though, because as a game, it's here. The grind is going to take it down to here. It's going to be by far and away like the highest ranked Lego game so far. And I mean, we do have a lot of Lego games coming up. It might not be my favorite though, spoiler, but it is a very, very good one and I'd recommend it. It's also the first one I recorded on the PS5. That is a video on the channel, but it's the first one I ever did. This is where we get some like weird ones. Like I said, I was talking about my kind of phase earlier where I platinum like just a load of weird games because I was enjoying getting platinums. Burning Man at Sea, I believe, was one of like the free PlayStation Plus releases. You're talking maybe 10 years ago at this point. Like it's very, very old. It's a pretty fun game. It's like a cool little indie one. I believe there's like multiple endings. So you do have to play the game a couple of times to get all the trophies. The platinum though is super easy. I don't think you have to do too much. And if you're really struggling, I think you just check out our guide. Not a bad game, but it is going to sit in that D tier just because the platinum is so simplistic. Dave the Diver. No, I know what I'm doing with it. Dave's going in S tier. I don't even care. It is such a good game. It's maybe the best game I've played in the last couple of years. It was so good. I'm pretty sure I ranked it as like my game of the year in one of Platinum Adam's videos. Like, I love this game so much. The platinum is incredibly enjoyable. It's a bit grindy in places. I don't think it's even that grindy. No, it's just there's a lot of variety in it and there's a bit of challenge in it. And those are my favorite kinds of platinums. You know, the ones that just take you everywhere. Like, you have to do a bit of everything. There's only one missable trophy that I'm on. Oh my god. There's only one missable trophy that I'm aware of. It's just such a brilliant game. If you have not played Dave the Diver, give it a go. Like, anything in that S and A tier, play. That's my biggest recommendation. Play. These ones, give it a go. These ones and below, like, C and D tier, I'm like, yeah, give it a try if you'd like. F tier, no, don't play these. This one is a bit weird. So this is a game called One Word by Poxy, I think. It's basically a word search. Me and my ex used to play this together, and we just played it so much that I got the platinum for it. It's an alright thing. It's like a fun little time killer, but I really can't rank it anywhere other than F tier. So, you know. And I think it's going to have to be the same for this one. My Name is Mayo 2 is shovelware, okay? Let's be honest, it's shovelware. And you know what? While I'm here, let's get the first My Name is Mayo in there as well. If you've never played it, you just click a jar of mayonnaise a whole load of time, put some outfits on it. You can get the platinum in like an hour. It's like shiny shovelware. That's all it is. They're embarrassing games to have in your collection. And unfortunately for me, I have 2 of them as my 100 platinums. Hooray! Shout out to me, I'm such a smarty pants. Construction Simulator. So at the time of recording, this is the first and only game so far on my spin the wheel for a platinum series. So if you've not seen it, I have put every game that I own in a spin wheel, and whatever I get, no matter how long, how short, how easy, how difficult, I will get the platinum for it. Construction Sim is a perfectly fine simulator game if you like simulator games and if you like construction. I don't mind simulator games. I'm not that interested in construction. Am I interested in playing 200 hours of Construction Sim? No, I am not. Oh my god. Thankfully it wasn't 200 hours. I think it was about 100 in the end because some of the time related trophies bugged out. It was so tedious. It was so tedious. I think I explained this to my Twitch chat the other day. When you finish recording a video, as somebody who does this now for YouTube as a hobby, the editing is like the worst part. Everyone knows that. I love playing the games. I love popping the platinums. I like editing. I actually am not against it. I don't mind sitting down and grinding out an edit. I like crafting videos the way I want them to. Construction Simulator is probably the only time I have ever actively not wanted to edit it because I didn't want to relive it. It was so traumatic for me. I didn't want to relive it. I almost wanted just to post like a 30-second video just showing all the trophy pops. And then say, yeah, this was it. I hate myself. It's going an F for that reason. It just, the whole process from start to finish was hell. And I will never, ever, ever, ever put myself through that game again. Not for any amount of money or promises in the world. That game made me suicidal. Oh, Rockstar Games presents Red Dead Redemption. This was about a year old now. I was recording this video this time last year because I'm pretty sure I played it around New Year's as well. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I played it when I was a teenager. I adored it. Coming back to the remastered version and getting to play that plus Undead Nightmare, unbelievably fun. Like, so unbelievably fun. The platinum is difficult. It's a bit grindy, or it takes like a long time, but it is entirely worth it. Really want to put this S tier, and I think I'm going to. I think this is just an S tier game. I think the game is so good. Like, maybe people prefer Red Dead 2. I will likely be doing Red Dead 2, hopefully before GTA 6. Now I'm thinking of it. So you might see Red Dead 2 this year if up for that. I don't know if I'm ready for that grind yet, but Red Dead 1, fantastic game. A really enjoyable video to make. If you want to watch that one, you can do. Ah, here we go. A recent classic, Phasmophobia. What can I say about Phasmophobia? Let's talk about the platinum journey first of all. It's long. You are going to have to play a lot of Phasmophobia games to reach Prestige 3. A lot. A lot. Do you know how many people I bugged? Do you know how much time in the evenings I spent from like 10 PM to 2 AM having to just mindlessly play games of Phasmophobia with a friend? Like, an unbelievably large amount of my time was spent on that. The game itself is enjoyable. If you've played Phas, it's pretty fun. You go in a house, you have to find evidence, and you guess what ghost it is. It's a really simple premise. When you have played it like 1,000 times in a row, it's a bit boring. I have not wanted to go back to the game since. However, I haven't even spoken about the Apocalypse 3 challenge. By far the longest I have ever taken to do one specific like challenge or trophy for the channel. Maybe only tied with the hard get theirs on Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I mean, that's the only thing that might be slightly above it. Apocalypse 3 was incredibly difficult. It was incredibly stressful. Do you know what, personally, I went for a breakup like 2 days before I started doing it as well. So my headspace was just, I was in Mars at that point. I was having a rotten old time. But you know what? I did it. And I will say that getting that trophy might be my favorite trophy pop on the channel. Again, tied or very close to Tony Hawk Pro Skater. What a feeling of elation when that trophy hit. So this is weird. It's not going S tier. I think it's going to go in A tier. And that, like, pop of the trophy, like, really, like, puts it up there for me. We have Power Wash Simulator. I love Power Wash Simulator. Really fun game, really satisfying. The Platinum's okay. Like, it's, again, nothing spectacular. It doesn't really push the boat out. I think just because the game's good, but the Platinum's a bit we're going to put it in B tier. That one's pretty simple. Super Soccer Blast. This is a very weird one. Again, from that phase where I was just platinuming anything I could. However, I do remember I really wanted to play a football game because I love football. It's my favourite sport. I centre my entire personality on Arsenal results. So I always kind of knew I wanted to play a football game. And I believe it was cheap. It was alright. It's going in F tier. Just because it's such an easy platinum. You can play on like the easiest difficulty, I'm pretty sure. And you can just grind out that platinum in like a few hours. But do you know what? It mildly entertained me. Which actually does put it above these ones, which did not mildly entertain me. Super Soccer Blast somehow has escaped F tier. Next up, we got COD Modern Warfare 2. This is the campaign remastered. Did this one on the channel. Pretty fun. Veteran is difficult, but nothing. I don't know. Veteran is difficult, but it's not like outrageously difficult. I think it was pretty doable. I don't think this was anything spectacular. I thought it was like perfectly fine. Maybe because I played the campaign so many times in the past before. It didn't really offer anything new, but it was still a pretty fun platinum experience. I'm just going to pop it in C tier for now. WWE 2K24. This is last year's one. This one actually slightly enjoyable because this was where I tried to race to get in the top 50 achievers on PSN profiles. I did not make it. Sedge's Hollywood did make it, which angers me every day. I cannot sleep at night because I want that man's downfall so badly. But it was still good. Like, I really liked having to have that race. I liked being able to sign on right at the end to try and get that platinum to pop first. Didn't work for me. I think I'm like number 100 and something in the world. But still, either way, I think it's slightly better than 22 as well. So we're going to pop that in B tier. Tales from the Borderlands. This was a pretty fun Telltale game. Again, the trophy list is really, really simple. We're going to get basic and boring with that. We're going to pop it in C tier. Next up, Ghosts of Tsushima. Oh, I don't know what to do with this one. Do you know what? This one's pretty good. Like obviously it's good. It's Ghosts of Tsushima. It is a fantastic game. Probably the best PS5 game I've played. The platinum is really good. Oh, I don't know what to do with this one. So let's spoil it for you. It's definitely an A tier. It's not going below A tier. I know that for a fact. It's just, I don't know if I rank it on the same level as these four. That might be quite a controversial take to some of you, but for me personally, Ghost of Tsushima is going in A tier. Because despite how brilliant the game was, I don't think the platinum did anything outrageous. And I don't think, I don't know, the game's good and it's great. I don't think it's anything that's above or beyond anything I've ever played in my life. I'm never going to go, when someone says, what's your favorite game of all time? I'm never going to say Ghost of Tsushima. I'm sorry. But it's a lot of fun. So A tier, I think, is where it deserves. Destroy All Humans. Pretty similar to the first one here. I'm actually going to just pop it next to it. These are both fun games. And the platinum for it also was just pretty fun. I have nothing negative to say. Nothing, hugely positive to say. They're just enjoyable games. Next up, we have Toy Story Mania. This was part of my free Toy Story games. This was, I believe, maybe not the worst of the three, but it was pretty bad. It was just some boring game where you hit targets and just play mini games basically. I cannot rank this above F in good conscience, and it's not because I didn't hate it. It was just fine, but it was boring. And I realized midway through it, I was I'm playing a game for children here. Ooh, Bully! God, I forgot about Bully. Do you know what's really fun about this video so far? I'm remembering games that I'd forgotten about. I forgot I platinumed Bully. I did it for YouTube as well. Bully is fantastic. I'd never played it previously, so it was my first experience. Genuinely such fun. I don't even care about going back to the old sort of PS2 style graphics. Doesn't bother me at all. The story is really enjoyable. The trophies, there's a bit of difficulty in there. There's a lot of stuff you have to do. But again, I've said already, I really like that. I really like going out and exploring the world when getting my platinums. Similar in a way to Ghost of Tsushima, I don't know if I want to put this in S or A. I think for the time being, I'm going to pop this in A tier. And again, I might review some of these because I think every game on this A tier list has at least like a bit of an argument for me to push it above. But I'm pretty happy with that. WWE 2K23. I'm just going to put that in D tier. I think this one was really boring, really forgettable, and I have nothing to say about it. Far Cry 3. Okay. This is interesting. So, this is most people's favourite Far Cry. I think it's a little bit overrated. It's really enjoyable. Again, don't get me wrong. It's a very, very good game. The Platinum is a lot of fun. I don't think there were multiplayer trophies, which I'm always a huge fan of in Far Cry games. But I don't know, it didn't like stick out with me. Like the same way that a lot of other games will do. Like, you know when you've played like a really good game, a bit similar to all the ones on like the A tier and above. They're games that will live with me. Like I will think about those games for like at like a later date. You know? I don't feel like that with Far Cry. But saying that, it's still good. And I think in that case, I'm popping it here in B tier. Are we all happy with that? It doesn't matter, not your choice. Watch Dogs Legion. Again, my second Watch Dogs Platinum of the 3 games. Again, a fun game. It was a bit buggy and a bit weird in places, but surprised me a lot. And it's cool to play any game in the UK. Maybe I'm a bit biased. It was kind of fun just playing in London. It's not going to trouble the top 2. The Platinum was pretty fun. I'm going to pop that as well in B tier. We then move on to Toy Story 2. Okay, so this is the one I played when I was a child. And this is my favourite of the 3 Toy Story games I played. Which should say a lot. But honestly, it's nothing special. Again, I'm very sorry. It's just going to go in D tier. It's a perfectly fine game. It was a cool little nostalgia thing. It's better than Toy Story Mania, but it wasn't anything special. Rocket League. Oh, Rocket League's cool. So Rocket League came out for free on the PlayStation. It was part of like the monthly games. Me and my friends played it. We got hooked immediately, and I think we all like went for the Platinum together at the same time. I left for work one day with a rubber band around my controller so I could get to the 80,000 kilometer distance. Was it 500,000 kilometers? I feel like I should check PSN profiles very quickly. Hang on. Oh, this one. Drive a total of 50 kilometers. But yeah, I shoved the rubber band on my controller at work. Which was pretty funny. And the trophy popped like 3 hours later. This is, again, a fun game. It's a pretty, like, mixed Platinum. I think it's going to go in B tier. Gem Smashers! Yeah, this was one of those stupid novelty games that I got addicted to. And I played it so much, and I checked the trophies, and I was like, oh, I need, like, one more. So I just went and did it and got the Platinum. Like, I was just playing I think it must have been free. Like, a free, like, gem swap game. Maybe because I was addicted to Candy Crush and didn't want to admit it. It's bottom of the barrel for a Platinum. It's not, like, a horrendous thing, but it does have to go in F tier. Guardians of the Galaxy. This is a Telltale one. It's okay. I think, actually, I abandoned this one, waited like 3 months, then came back and finished it because I found the story boring. So it is going to go in D tier. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. This one is really good. I really love this. It was incredibly challenging on Veteran. I think the hardest Call of Duty on Veteran that I've played so far. I haven't done World at War yet. I'm thinking about World at War. I don't know if I want to do World at War now. I'm thinking about it even more. A lot of rhyming in that. Yeah, this one's just really enjoyable. I'd actually never played the COD 4 campaign. I did own the game. I got like a second-hand copy on the PS3, but I only play multiplayer with my friends. So I never played the online until... I never played the campaign, sorry, till this version came out. And to be honest, for a few years, I only ever really played the multiplayer anyway, because who wanted to play Infinite Warfare? Who actually played Infinite Warfare? Did anyone play... in the comments, did anyone play Infinite Warfare? I didn't play Infinite Warfare. I didn't even install it. I bought it, I had to buy the deluxe edition just so I could get the COD 4 remaster, and I downloaded that instead. It's a good game though, it's going in beta. Next we have Minecraft PS3 edition. I don't remember much of this one. I'm pretty sure I used to have a world though, where I would help my friends pop platinums. I think I also did that for the PS4 edition. But I just like Minecraft. I'm not going to complain about it. And to be honest, if I find it very quickly, if I have a quick moment... Oh, there it is. The PS4 edition is also just going to go in alongside it. They're both ranked the same for me. I think the trophy list is the same. Isn't it weird that 3% of my platinum trophies are Minecraft? Probably. Next up, Assassin's Creed Unity. I was told this was going to be a really horrendous buggy mess. So when I played it, and it was a horrendous buggy mess, I wasn't surprised. It's a pretty good story, a pretty fun game. I think it's one of the last like proper Assassin's Creed games before they moved over to the RPG style. I guess Mirage has kind of brought that back a bit. I genuinely didn't hate this. Like, I don't know what anyone's opinions are on Unity. I didn't hate this game at all. I actually thought it was perfectly fine. I had a lot of fun playing it. The platinum was good, I think. It's just, again, the collectibles. Like most of these games, they just had horrific collectibles. It's going to go in C tier, though. I don't think it's as good as a lot of these guys in the B tier. So it is going to sit in C tier. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. I streamed this one. This must be one of the first games I streamed when it was on the PS4. Like, not streamed on Twitch. Like, streamed via, like... the cloud. I did enjoy this. I don't think, again, it's anything like particularly special for a Lego game. It is going to go into C tier for me. Again, if that's controversial, I apologize, but don't care. Far Cry 5. Oh, okay. This one surprised me a lot. And the reason being is I first played the game on release. I bought the game on release. I played maybe 10 hours or so, and I dropped it because I just didn't like it. I was like, oh, this is terrible. This is just not a good game at all. But coming back to it several years later and playing it on the channel, it really shocked me how good it was. Like, really surprised me. It was so much better than I expected it to be. I had a lot of fun. The Platinum Journey, really good. I think it does have a couple of online trophies, which always kind of knocks it down a teeny bit. If it wasn't for those, I would have a serious case of popping this in A tier. But I'm not, and I'm going to put it in B. Uncharted Lost Legacy. I did this as part of my series, Spin the Wheel to Platinum A. Oh no, I put a poll out, didn't I? I put a poll out on the channel because I wanted to play a game from a series I'd never touched before. And I think it was like Uncharted, Fallout. I don't remember the other two. Maybe Bioshock. I don't know. Either way, Uncharted won that poll. I spun a wheel and I played Uncharted The Lost Legacy. I'm sorry. Maybe these do translate. Maybe this is why some videos do badly, because I did not enjoy this game at all. I thought it was really boring. Like, it was fine for like a first playthrough. Like, I was like, oh, this is like mildly entertaining. Having to replay it a second time to get all the collectibles and also play it on the hardest difficulty just made it really unbearable. It's gonna go in D. It's not, thankfully, not F tier, but it's, I don't think it's a very good game at all. Harry Potter, the collection, this is just covering years 1 to 4. I think this is a perfectly solid Lego game. Like all of them, collecting all the characters is a bit boring. However, in the Harry Potter one, the open world is Hogwarts, and that's such a big advantage for it because it's such a fun map to go explore. There are so many secrets. There are so many cool things you can do. I remember the levels for these being very, very good as well. And I'm going to pop that there in B tier. And do you know what I'm also going to do? Because the first game was just as good, I'm also going to pop that in B tier as well. They released it in 2 parts. Maybe one day I think they're going to release like every movie in one game, like the same way they did for Star Wars. We'll see what happens. Or I really hope, actually, I'm going to call this out now. TT, Lego, whoever's watching, if you do a Lord of the Rings plus Hobbit like remake with both games in it, I'll buy it. I promise you I'll buy it on release. That's how desperate I'd be to play that. That would be sick. Speaking of Lego games, I was thinking before, actually, we hadn't gone through that many, and I have a few Lego games in my collection. Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. Not that bad. You'd think for just like a single game, it would be a bit boring, but it's not. It's surprisingly quite a good Lego game. I am going to pop it in C tier, only because it's not as good as anything above it. It's definitely not like down here or anything like that. I think it's a perfectly serviceable Lego game, and I had a lot of fun going for it. I don't know how I feel about Lego The Hobbit, because the world is incredible. The levels are pretty sick to play, especially for like the first time. Like, they're really, really fun to play. But the open world stuff, I found a lot more empty and boring than Lego Lord of the Rings, which I'll come on to. I think for that reason, it's going to go into C tier, because if it was really good, like the open world, it would 100% go in B tier. But the difference between this and Lego Harry Potter is basically the free world, the free roam stuff. And yeah, I ain't dealing with it. Next up, we have Maneater. Is this the PS4 edition? It is the PS4 edition. This game was brilliant. Really, really fun. It's a really enjoyable game. If you've never played it before, you play as a shark and you just eat things to grow. And I've made that sound like a common or garden 10-minute game that you play on your PC. It's not. It's really funny. There's commentary from the guy who plays Jerry in Rick and Morty. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. But the comedy is really good. The gameplay is really fun. There's actually some pretty tough fights as well. And I mean, playing as a shark, the game mechanics, the movement, super, super cool. The platinum as well, really fun. Like, it's not going to challenge you too much, but it is super enjoyable. I had so much fun. And I'm going to pop that in A tier. I know that might be quite a high rating for the shark game, but I'm more than happy to put it in there because I think it's a brilliant, brilliant game. Next up, we have Life is Strange Double Exposure. I played this one on the channel, again, about like a year ago. It was kind of enjoyable. The story was good. The trophies were a lot different to any other Life is Strange game I'd played previously. I wouldn't say the story was like amazing. So I think this is just such a C tier game. It's going to have to just go there. Here we have The Fractured But Whole, our second South Park game on the list. One again I played for the channel, and I made a mistake with my difficulty setting, so I had to replay the entire game again. That wasn't fun, by the way. That was really, really, really boring. The things I do for this YouTube channel, man. Okay, so the game itself, brilliant. I think it's better than The Stick of Truth by far, which I've obviously put here. The platinum's fun. I wouldn't say it's like it's not going to get anywhere near these two. I wouldn't say it's like anything like super special, but it is very enjoyable. And for that reason, it's going into B tier. Okay, next up, we have Harry Potter Quidditch Is this Quidditch Legends or Quidditch Champions? I'll be honest, I think I was working on a different video, and then this game dropped, and everyone was like, oh, it's super fun. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll play it. It was pretty fun. That is like the quickest I've ever turned around a video from start to finish. It was like 3 days. It is going to go in C though, because it's an okay platinum. You do have to do a couple of online ones, which always bring it down in sort of my estimations, because unless you're playing a online specific game, I feel like for these sorts of things, like, you don't need online trophies. I want to do it all on my own, but yeah. And the gameplay's pretty good, but like I said, I think C is like a pretty fair place for this one. Oh, Sniper Elite 4. Again, one of the first games I did on my channel that did very, very well. I had a lot of fun recording and playing this one. It was a completely new like style of shooter game for me. It was something I hadn't played before, and it opened me up to a game series which I really, really love now. I want to do Sniper Elite Resistance soon as well. I have so many games on my to-do list. Oh god. You guys are getting videos forever, honestly. Is it as good as Sniper Elite 5? The answer is no. It's a fun platinum. There's a lot of cool things to do. The multiplayer map stuff, again, just lets it down a tiny bit. I think it's going to go in that B tier slot again. But again, very good game. I'd recommend playing it. We have another Assassin's Creed game next. We have Odyssey. This one is like the sort of, is it like ancient Greece kind of one? You've got sailing. An absolutely insanely big map. Like, one of the biggest maps I've played in any game ever. There is so much to do on it. There is an Assassin's Creed game later on that is definitely going to be in one of these two tiers. This one I did think was very good. It's not... I don't think it's an Assassin's Creed game, though. Like, you have the assassination mechanics, but it's very, very, like, RPG based. The platinum is long. Takes you a long time to get it done, but it's not too tricky. And I had a lot of fun going for it at the time. This was, like, pre-YouTube. I enjoyed myself. I think it's going to go, again, in that B tier. We got a lot of B tier games today, but that's kind of expected. Speaking of B tier games, Watch Dogs 2, I'm going to just pop it in the B tier immediately. My first introduction to the Watch Dogs series, all of my friends told me that the first Watch Dogs game was buggy and not really worth playing, so I never ever picked it up. But I believe Watch Dogs 2 was on sale, and I bought it, and I was like, oh, I'll just play for like a little bit, but I got absolutely hooked. The story's a load of fun, the gameplay's really good, and the platinum's achievable. And those were all the things that I really liked back then. So, yeah, again, I don't think there's online stuff. Maybe there is a couple in there. But again, very, very good game. I'd recommend playing it. It's going to go in that B tier. Untitled Goose Game. Again, one of the earlier videos on the channel, back in the sort of PS4 era. A lot of fun, this one. I didn't think the platinum was superb, if I'm being really honest with you. Like, having to do each area timed. I don't really like time trial stuff. I've never been a big fan of it. Kind of put me off it. The game is super cute, though. It's a very unique story, and it's not, like, difficult to get the platinum done. So I think it's one of those that if it's available and you have a bit of free time, I'd certainly give it a go. For me, though, it is going to go in C tier. Rocket Arena. This is, again, a really interesting one. So this was a free-to-play game, I believe part of the PlayStation monthly games. And me and my friend played it for, like, a lot of hours. And we had a bit of fun on it. It's, like, a 3v3, like, arena game where you just kill each other. And there's, like, abilities and, like, power-ups and boosts and things like that. You can jump very high. It was a really long platinum. I think it's, like, 100 hours. Like, you have to get a character up to, like, rank 100. And that took me such a long time. And at that point, I was really bored of the game. I don't know why I still committed to it. But I think I'm just a bit weird like that. I don't think it's quite D tier though. Because I think the gameplay's fine. It's just, again, grinding out those levels. I think they're online as well. Maybe there was some stuff you could do with bots. I think it's going to go in C. Just. Far Cry 6. One that I feel like I didn't play that long ago, but it's probably way longer ago than I thought. One of the final Far Cry games I had to tick off my list. Again, an enjoyable game, but nothing special. And having to do the side mode, oh my god, like are they like extractions, expeditions to like other areas? Those trophies were so boring. And there was online one that I had to wait like 3 weeks to pop, and that was shit as well. Like, why would you time lock trophies? Who does that? It really annoyed me, actually. I really want to just put it down here. Do you know what I'm putting it in D tier for that one trophy. Because it made me wait 3 weeks. I don't like waiting 3 weeks for trophies, okay? Like, the WWE one was fine as a one-off because it was like a ranked thing, and I get it, like ranked leaderboards, blah, 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 blah. And also I was trying to get that like top 50. But Far Cry, fuck off, man. Get in there. And you can be joined... Oh no, Toy Story 3 is going in the bottom. This is not as bad as Construction Sim. This is one of the worst games I've ever played. At this point, I recorded my Toy Story Mania. I'd finished Toy Story 2. And I was like, hey, look, Toy Story 3. It's going to get better because it's higher quality. And this was a PS3 release. The game is dreadful. Dreadful. The game mechanics are dreadful, even for a PS3 game. Even for an early PS3 game. My god, the controls and movement were so janky. There was no story. It was incredibly boring. Maybe I was a bit burnt out on Toy Story by that point, but geez, man, it can get in the bin. It was a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. And going from one of the worst to one of the best, we have Spider-Man Miles Morales. This is not quite S tier for me. It wasn't as good as the first Spider-Man game, but it's absolutely going in A tier. I feel like it's going to be very hard for these Spider-Man games to get any lower than A tier. And I can see it down here as well. Spider-Man 2, I'm going to pop it up there as well. They're both fantastic games. The stories are really engaging. They're really enjoyable. Again, like, you do have to do some slightly boring collectibles and side missions, but they're not made boring because of how fun the movement is in this game. Like, swinging around New York is one of my favorite experiences I've ever had in video games. I kind of miss it. Like, I kind of want to re-platinum one of these games now. Like, I'm thinking about it. I think for me, they just don't quite capture the magic of that first game, which is why I have popped them both. I know they're now under my camera. I've popped them in A tier. Far Cry 4. This is another one that's going in A tier. This is my favorite Far Cry of all time. I think Pagan Min is a really intriguing villain. I think the map is really cool. I think the platinum is really enjoyable as well. The only thing is the multiplayer, and I know I've criticized other Far Cry games for the multiplayer trophies, but the fact that the general game is so good here that it just kind of overrules it. I'm going to pop it over on this side so you guys can see. It's going to go in A tier. It's a brilliant game. It's a lot of fun to get the platinum for. I had a great time. Assassin's Creed Mirage. This might be a controversial one. I did not like this game. It went back, so it's based in Baghdad. It's back to like an old school kind of Assassin's Creed style. Very small map, very intricate buildings, a lot more focus on assassinations. Like kind of a throwback really to like older Assassin's Creed games. I just thought it was dull. I thought it was boring. And the story just didn't get me at all. The gameplay got old very, very quickly. And the abilities and stuff, I just thought were like ludicrous. There's one where you can like highlight like 10 enemies and just teleport and kill all of them. And it just made the game so much easier. It's genuinely going in D tier for that reason. FIFA 18. I actually had the platinum recorded, or like the end of it. Because I think I was going to use it for a different FIFA game that I never got the platinum for in the end. I don't remember much about this one. To be honest, I don't remember it as a good FIFA, so I'm going to push past it pretty quick. I'm going to put it in D tier. Well, here we go. Lawnmower Simulator. Oh, what do I do with this one? So this is the second video I ever uploaded on the channel. It is unironically kind of important for me because I wasn't sure how committed I was going to be to making platinum videos, and that video did very well. That took me like 80 plus hours of suffering, like actual suffering, because while the game, like I'm autistic, right? Not diagnosed, but come on. Listening to music or like a podcast or watching a shitty YouTube video while I'm mowing lawns was quite enjoyable for a lot of it. It just, after like hour like 40, it just became like a will of my mind. I was like battling against my inner demons for the last half of it. And then I had to do challenge mode, which is one of the hardest things I've had to do. It wasn't even the last level. The last level where I actually get the trophy and the platinum and stuff was tricky, don't get me wrong. There was one before where you had like a 25-minute timer and you had to like cut like 99% on a pretty big like area with lots of flower beds, I remember, without making like any mistakes. So you had to be really, really careful. And I failed that 10 times maybe. And the problem is every time that 25-minute timer would go past. So you're talking like 10 attempts is 5 hours of your life. It is ridiculous. And the game itself is fine. And in some ways, the platinum itself is kind of fine because they're challenging you. But it is like a test of your resolve. And I've not really said that about many games. Construction Simulator was a test of my resolve, but in a slightly different way. This is going to be ranked above Construction Sim. Oh, I don't know where to put it. I think just because of its iconicness on the channel. I don't know, because of how funny it was of a video. I am actually going to put it in B tier. I can't believe I'm doing it, but Mowing Sim is in B tier. Next up, we have Minecraft PS5. I'm doing this one slightly differently because I'm going to include all 135 trophies now. as of recording this yesterday, I uploaded my TikTok, YouTube short for the 135th trophy that's been added. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. Oh, I don't know. The game, like, as a game, it obviously goes here. But because I had so much fun going for all those extra trophies, and I just genuinely had a blast with the game, like, I wasn't, like, upset about having to, like, get on and grind for a few hours. Maybe just because that's what Minecraft's like. It's going in A tier. It's a brilliant game, Minecraft. I mean, if you somehow haven't played Minecraft yet, play it. What are you doing? It's really good. Even if you're not like a big survival craft fan, I'm not. Play it. It is really, really good. It's a lot of fun. Speaking of Minecraft, if you want 24/7 access to my Minecraft SMP that is currently running, along with early access to videos, I mean, my friend requests being accepted, a special role on the Discord server, all these amazing and cool bonuses, you can check them out over on Patreon. There is a link down below in the description. I have tried to make it as cheap as possible, so it's just an extra way to help support the channel if you feel like it. Of course, it's entirely optional. You'll still get regular videos, but you also get other cool things like additional game nights, loads of other cool bonuses and things like that. So yeah, if you want to check it out, it's down in the description. Lego Ninjago! This was kind of a scrapped video because I platinumed the game, didn't really enjoy myself, if I'm being completely honest with you. And I felt like when I made the video, I didn't enjoy it, and I think it came through. But I was in such a slump with uploads waiting for Construction Sim that I was just like, do you know what? Let me just edit this together. We'll get it out there. It's D tier. Like, I'm sorry if you're a big Ninjago fan. I'm not. I just wanted to play a Lego game and I was out of IPs. And it's not that great. I'm sorry. It's just not that great. We have Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This one's interesting because in the Assassin's Creed gamersphere, the community, they are not big fans of this one. Most people don't like it because it's boring. I will counter that slightly and say I think the story for this game is really, really good. I think the map is really, really good. There are like 3 locations you can play in, maybe 4. You can go to Asgard, you can go to Norway, you play in Ye Olde England. I really like that. However, the collectibles ruin it. And they ruin the platinum as well, because all the other trophies are a lot of fun. Like, they get you out and about, doing loads of things, upgrading. There's loads of secrets. You can find Thor's actual, like, electric hammer. Like, there's loads of cool things you can do. But the cairns, I remember, like the ones where you stack rocks, are some of the worst things I've had to do in gaming. And it really brings the game down. So for that reason, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is sitting in a C tier. Among Us. I can finally address a bit of controversy with this. So this platinum was meant to just be a fun little stream exclusive. So we were just going to play on stream for like 12 hours. I could get all the trophies. We could also just have fun and play Among Us. And that was going to be it. I then thought, oh, that stream was so fun. Let's just edit it down. We'll just, you know, get it uploaded. It would be a nice little thing to have on the channel, and everyone that was on that stream can see themselves in a YouTube video, and we all have a great time. A lot of the comments unfortunately weren't very nice. Understandably so, though. I kind of get why they were pissed off, because I don't think I was super clear about what I was trying to do in that stream, and it wasn't a case of trying to boost all the trophies, although it kind of ended up that way. It was meant to just more be like a fun thing to do on stream. The game is fun. I like Among Us, but I think because of that, and I kind of have to accept it's a bit of a cheated platinum, I'm going to pop it in D tier. I don't think it's as bad as these ones, but it does have to go there. Next up, Lego Marvel Avengers. This is a big old game. I remember this. The open world is based in New York. It's a lot of grinding. The levels are pretty forgettable. I think it's based on Avengers Age of Ultron. Maybe a couple of other like story levels in there for other things as well. Loads of cool characters. You can fly around as Iron Man. That's pretty neat. The collectibles are okay. Just a lot to do. I think B tier is fine for this one. Oh, we are running out of room now. South Park Snow Day. If I didn't make this particularly clear in the video, it's F tier. It is genuinely one of the worst games I've played, and it might go down as, I mean, as you can see on the list there, it's certainly in like the top 5 worst ones I've played on the channel. The game sucks. I'm sorry. It's just not my type of game. But even then, the weird papery 3D art style just isn't for me. And everything is just boring and repetitive. There's no like heart and soul in the game. It feels like AI made a South Park game. Like, is that fair? You guys can let me know if that's fair, but I think it's just like AI made a South Park game. There's just nothing in it. It's dreadful. And going from a soulless piece of slop to what I think is the best, or certainly one of the best story games I've ever played, Life is Strange True Colors. This one really gripped me. I was a bit worried when this came out that it was just going to be another typical Life is Strange game. Of course there are chapters, of course there are like optional trophies and things to do, but it's a bit more open world. You have a bit more freedom to like walk around, explore, do things. And I really felt like that added to how good the game was. And I think it's something that Double Exposure took and did very well with. I don't think I can reasonably put it A tier. I think for like the story and stuff, it could be an A tier, certainly. But because of how easy the platinum is, we're going to drop it down to B. Next up, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Weirdly, the first Assassin's Creed game I ever played. I love this game. It holds a special place in my heart. The platinum is pretty fun. There's no like multiplayer things to do. There is like a collectible thing where you have to go to like World War II Britain. And I remember that being really annoying, just going around getting the collectibles in that area and doing some missions there. I didn't like that because I wanted to play in my original world. It's better than Valhalla. It's going to sit, I think, in B tier. It's maybe not my favourite Assassin's Creed game ever, but it's pretty enjoyable. Next up, FM. This platinum was surprisingly easy. I thought it was going to be way trickier than it was. I thought I was going to have to put a lot of man hours in. But it was basically a simulator session. And because of that, it's going to go in C tier. Again, I don't think the game's bad at all. I think it's really fun. I love FM games. But I think as a platinum experience, it's nothing groundbreaking. It's not going to, like, blow you away. It's good fun, though. Stardew Valley, S tier. By far S tier. What a game Stardew Valley is. I cannot wait for the new update that's coming out next year. I will be making a DLC video on that. As soon as that comes out, I will drop everything I am doing. Doesn't matter. And I will be playing that to get all the trophies. And then maybe make a very big, long Stardew Valley video with every part I've ever done in it. Because I think this will be the last major update. What can I say about Stardew Valley? I mean, play it. Just play it. It's not a farming sim. I mean, it is. But there is so much more. The characters are some of the best written characters I've seen in games. Everything is just so in-depth. You can just feel like the love and care in every single moment you're playing this game. Every action you do, every new area, every NPC you speak to, anything new you discover, you can tell that ConcernedApe loved the process. And I think that's really important when it comes to games. The platinum itself takes a while. It's a long one. You have to put a lot of work in, but I think it's one of those where your hard work is rewarded appropriately and you feel a sense of accomplishment for getting the platinum. I think I seriously cannot praise this game enough. I cannot glaze it enough. I'm glazing the shit out of it right now, but it deserves to be glazed, okay? That's all I'm going to say. There is one kind of difficult trophy. It's the arcade one, but you can sort of save scum a little bit to get it. So I think that is perfectly acceptable. This is, although the picture shows both Nexomon and Nexomon Extinction, this is just the first Nexomon game. I'm going to A tier it. Again, this was my introduction to the monster hunting genre on console. A really, really fun game, a really engaging story, really cool characters, and it, again, scratched that Pokemon itch for me. It's a really fun game, and I mean, if you have the opportunity to try and get this like dual edition at a good price, that's 2 games in one, 2 very, very good games in one. I would recommend it. Lego The Hobbit. We've had this already. This is the PS4 edition. I played it for a second time. I don't remember why I rebought it, but I hated this more than I sort of found the first game mid. This one just straight up bored me. It's going in D tier. I think I realized midway through the platinum, I was like, what am I doing? Why am I replaying this game? I remember how empty and soulless the open world is. But because I'm a dickhead, I just kind of committed, you know? Goat Simulator. This is an enjoyable one. I think Goat Simulator is a really fun, neat little game. It's a really good platinum as well. I don't think there's anything outrageously difficult, but there's still a bit of challenge. I think you have to play the Flappy Bird game as well, which is so difficult. Stressed me out a lot, but the game itself is really fun, and there's not a lot of downsides to this one. Like, again, I imagine it'd be quite cheap now. The game's been out for a long time. So, again, if you pick this up on the cheap, I'd go for the plat. It's going to go in B. Like a lot of the games are, which I'm pretty happy with actually. There's not that many like really horrific experiences down here, which I'm pretty proud of. Saying that, there might actually, no, this one isn't even horrific. It's Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. One of the most controversial Call of Duties of all time. It's a jetpack game. Some people loved it, some people hated it. I was a bit in the middle. I didn't mind it. I thought it was fine. I kind of fell off the multiplayer very quickly. End up going back to, I think, Modern Warfare 3. But I actually played this with a Dutch friend of mine, the survival game mode, where we had to get like rank 50 to flip the map. I remember that being the last trophy I needed, and I had a lot of fun doing that. That's like a fun core memory. It's something that I haven't ever really forgotten about. And whenever I think of Advanced Warfare, I think of us playing on that map. The campaign's pretty good as well. Sorry, it does have alleged weirdo Kevin Spacey, which, if you're not a big fan of him, wouldn't play the campaign. But the story, I think for most COD campaigns are pretty solid. But for this one, it's going in a C. We have Maneater again, the PS5 edition. I'm going to put it in B tier, only because it was my second playthrough, and I love the game so much, I bought it on PS5 because I wanted to support the devs. And I platinumed it again. So go me. Shout out to me. Again, what might be a very controversial take. Assassin's Creed Origins, I'm popping that in A tier. This one is, again, very RPG styled. It is set in ancient Egypt. It's a brilliant game. It's so good. Like, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm on my own here. I think this is just a phenomenal game. I think the exploration is super fun. I think the story's really good. I just love the world. And again, like, you're everywhere doing everything. Sure, there's a bit of grinding, I think, for levels and collectibles at the end. But overall, I think this just really enamored me, this game. Like, I really fell in love with it. And for that reason, it's going in A tier. And this one as well, I mean, this is Lego Lord of the Rings. Let me bring it up for you guys. This was my first ever platinum. I platinumed this way back when. I'm too scared to check what year it was. It might be 2013 or 2012. Might possibly be 2011. I'm, again, too terrified to check. It's a long time ago. I would very much like a remaster of this at some point, because I would like to platinum it again. I mean, it's going to go in A tier. The love and care that went into this one, again, is just incredibly high. It is a load of fun to replay the movies. They're some of my favourite films ever. And as a Lego game anyway, I think this is like the set standard for what you want for Lego games. Like a perfect blend of humor, fun, while also paying a really nice tribute to the original IP. And again, the platinum, nothing crazy. You just have your standard missions, your standard collectibles, and a few other miscellaneous bits. This is an interesting one. I think this is my only racing game on here. We have Drive Club. This was a free-to-play one. Again, like a monthly PS release. I played it with some friends. I moaned about hating it. And one of my friends turned around and said to me, oh, so here's a game Will won't platinum. And I'm a stubborn fucker. And I was so stubborn that I spent however many hours platinuming a game I hated. It was a lot of work as well. There was so much to do. If I could go back and tell myself to not do it, I wouldn't, because I'm also still stubborn. And I would go back and tell 16-year-old me, no, Will, you platinum that game, you show them. But it's a pretty boring racing game. The platinum's not that exciting. It's going in D. Oh, this is a fun one. Adventure Time Pirates of the Enrichidion. Have I pronounced that correctly? I don't quite remember. I am going to pop that in B tier. It's a pretty neat Adventure Time game. Again, nothing special. Graphically, it's not superb. I think this was a PS4 release, but it was basically a PS3 game, to be honest with you. I had a lot of fun, and I can't really complain about it. The platinum was pretty easy as well, and I think it killed like a weekend or two while I was going for it. And I like Adventure Time, so I'm more than happy with that. My voice is fucking cooked, man. We have GTA 5. Okay, this is a fun one. The platinum... Let's talk about the game first. I mean, everyone knows GTA 5. It's a brilliant game. It obviously is. The story's amazing. The world is just superb. And this is one of those games where having the online available is not a negative thing at all. The online is incredible. A couple of the online trophies are a bit mid. And if I'm being really honest, and I have to be really honest about the platinum, there are a couple of boring trophies in that. Like where you have to get all the collectibles, for example. Like all the toxic waste, all those serial killer scraps that are scattered around Los Santos. You need to get 50 of them. And that's boring. I'm sorry, that's boring. It's not always a shooty game. Some trophies, there are just lots of like little steps you have to complete, and at times I found that dull. However, the game is so good, it more than makes up for that. It is not quite an S tier for me, but it's going to sit in that A tier slot, and I'm very, very happy with that. Far Cry Primal. I didn't like this. I'm sorry, I think it's boring. I know I've seen videos where other people are like, oh yeah, it's great, it's a great game. I don't think it is. I genuinely think it's boring. I didn't have much fun on it. The grind to getting like all the skill points was also just dreadful. It's going in D. I just don't think it's a good game, and I'm tired of pretending that it is. My least favorite Far Cry game by far. Into my final three. Sniper Elite V2. This was one that I kind of streamed via the PS3. I didn't think it was that great. I thought it was fun, like for bits of it, but it kind of has that PS3 emptiness that some games have. The difficulty was insane. Like, one of the hardest Sniper Elite games I've ever had to play. The platinum is tough as well. The fact that I had to go do multiplayer trophies as well. Ugh, it's just a pain in the ass. I think I'd put it in C though. I didn't hate myself for playing it. I just thought it was a bit, yeah, you know? FIFA 15. This is interesting. So, this is my favourite FIFA of all time. Nothing that I've played so far has come close to it. I wish something had. And I think if I'm being honest, the platinum was pretty standard, but there was some online stuff that was a little bit tricky. I am going to pop that in B. That's going to be my highest rated FIFA game. And it's quite funny because I'm a little cuck for EA. I buy FIFA every year and I haven't platinum that many of them. Mostly because you have to do online, and I don't play online on FIFA anymore. And here we go, guys. Oh my god, yeah, the final game on my tier list. The most recent one as well. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. It's one of my favourite games of all time. I have so much nostalgia for it. And you know what? When I went for this Platinum Trophy, I had a blast. I really did. I really enjoyed myself. And I know I mentioned recency bias earlier. I don't think it is. I was so happy to be back on that game. I felt like I was in my element again. The campaign's really good. Veteran was fine. Little tricky on Spec Ops at times. Yeah, I had a bit of a tough time on Spec Ops, but I don't think that matters. I just love the game. And for me, that's going to sit it in that A tier. So there we go. Is there anything I want to move? I mean, I was kind of having a look before. I don't think there's anything I want to move. I think this is a perfectly acceptable tier list. For those who are watching on YouTube, thank you so much. If you did enjoy, consider subscribing. We're going to be doing a whole ton of new Platinum games next year, hopefully. And I think I'll probably try and do these annually, except I will then be ranking the games that I Platinumed like in 2026, rather than giving you like 100 and however many. This is just a kind of special big tier listy one. It'll either be that or maybe every 50 platinums or so we'll do one. I'll make up my mind on that. That's going to be it from me. Once again, if you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the Patreon stuff in the description below. And I will see you for an actual platinum video and our first one of 2026, hopefully pretty soon. Peace out. Bye-bye.